That's recording. Hey, Motley Patriot here, everybody. We are so excited. We have made it out here to Herkamp Park in Fredericksburg, and lo and behold, I've bumped into some folks that are starting up a new chapter of Turning Point USA in Mary, Washington. And my friend here, and I haven't even gotten his name yet. I'm so excited. It's kind of, I'm all verklempt. Anyway, what's your name, sir?
Jackson Holt.
Jackson Holt. And Jackson, tell us about how you found yourself starting up this team here at UMW.
So Kevin, who runs kind of different colleges of Turning Point USA for...
So that's Kevin from...
Yep, Kevin from Turning Point USA. He runs Turning Point USA for different colleges around our district, including ODU, UVA, Liberty especially. And he had a table set up at the University of Mary, Washington, and we got some info from him, and our lovely president, Madeline, has started this club, and I became vice president, and we just started up about 2 weeks ago. I'm really excited to get started.
That's really good because, as you understand, I imagine at this point, and as Charlie had demonstrated, is that you've really got to step out there into the fire, quite literally, and make a difference. You got to have courage, and I want to take the hat off, courage. Young leaders of tomorrow don't happen by accident. I think Charlie saw that. How is it that you find yourself in a leadership position? And we can step closer if you want, just to get the sound. Sorry, we don't have lapels.
I've always been a natural leader. I play lacrosse for University of Mary, Washington, men's lacrosse team as well.
Nice.
So leadership has always been a big thing for me. Speaking out, even though some people think things are wrong, you just have to speak out for what you believe in, and truth will always become out. So.
My dad used to say that the problem with a lie is that you have to keep telling lies to keep up the lie. If you tell the truth, it's an easy put. It's an easy squeeze. And the juice is always delicious. So, is there a website or any? What can the community do at large to support you? And help
you can look us up at Turning Point USA UMW on Instagram, and you can support us through that.
Awesome. So Instagram, check them out, folks. This is Motley Patriot on YouTube. We're really excited that I've talked to a lot of leaders in political circles, and they have a tendency to kind of be self-focused and not actually build the next leader.
Yes.
Charlie saw through that. He realized you start in middle school.
Yeah.
You start in elementary school, but it's not about indoctrinating, it's about empowering you with knowledge. Tell me about how Charlie, I think he said 100 books a year?
Yes.
So he really wants you to become informed and make an educated decision. How's that hit you?
I mean, being educated is one of the main parts of Turning Point UMW. I mean, we speak on facts. We don't speak on ideas. Have to be backed up by facts. That's one of the biggest things that Charlie tried to bring across through our country is everything that you know has to be fact-based.
Yeah.
So,
well, and that's a good thing because it's the truth. It's an easy squeeze.
Truth always comes out. So.
Yeah, really. Well, thank you very much, and look forward. I have, as he mentioned, Instagram. I've realized that all my other social media, Instagram is really you can move fast in Instagram, and they share all your metrics with you about what your market. And I'll tell everybody, and you all need to listen to this, and let's see if he agrees. If you don't have a social media presence, you don't have a soapbox to talk about your politics and your influence.
Exactly.
It's like the people going, I don't like electricity because that electricity's the devil. Social media matters. Could you talk about that?
Social media does matter. I mean, that's how young people, especially our generation, that's how we get our voices out, is through social media. Whether it's through Instagram, through X, through Facebook, that's how our young generation gets our voices out, and that's how we are heard.
Now, some people will say that TikTok tends to be toxic. It's not necessarily, but the numbers are big. Even some conservatives are using it on a political leadership. Give us some, if somebody's new to social media, your grandparents. Like I got my mom on Facebook. Of course, my mom's an English liberal from hell, so I took a hit for that one, sorry. But she's a sweet gal, she means well. But she still votes.
Yeah.
Ride or die liberal. It is what it is. And there are a lot of Democrats that are ride or die Democrats. Do you have any thoughts on when you're talking to somebody who just votes Democrat out of habit and not so much, and I'm not attacking Democrats or even Republicans, what do you say to people who just vote ride or die on color red or color blue?
I mean, talk to someone about your issues and why you're voting red or blue, and talk to someone about why you're voting that way. And I mean, as Charlie kind of taught everyone, that discussion needs to happen. I mean, if you have different ideas, then make a turning point in that. You're supposed to have a turning point, find a common ground within each other, and then that's how good things happen, is when people talk to each other about things and find a common ground.
Maybe, and if that doesn't work, challenge them to a lacrosse game and then teach them to obey. Anyway, I'm teasing, but lacrosse is a fun sport. I was a wrestler. Jim Jordan was a wrestler. I bumped into him, and sports are a good thing. May I ask how sports have affected you in a little more layered sort of tea leaf that as a leader?
Sports has always taught me leadership. I mean, whether it's competing against one another, competing against your teammates during practice, and it's also just taught me how to grow as a community. I mean, my teammates are my brothers. I would die for every single one of them, and that's just, I've always been playing sports. I've always just loved playing team sports, having people I can rely on constantly, and that's just one of the big things about sports.
And I would say losing is a lesson, not a failure. Big adult pants on that one, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever learn from some? Share with me, if I may, like say a situation where you might have seen a loss, and then as you meditate or pray on it, you go, you know what? A, B, and C made you stronger. Is that something you can speak to?
Yeah, I mean,
because a lot of people have a hard time overcoming fear.
Everyone goes about losses. I mean, in their daily life, whether it's homework assignments for me, it's writing essays. If you get a bad grade, you have to learn from those mistakes. You learn from your losses, especially in lacrosse games. We go over our film, learn what mistakes we made, and then you fix those mistakes and you just move on. And you got to have kind of the brain of a goldfish. You forget about it. You move on to the next chapter. So
brain of a goldfish. Interesting. And make sure you fill that up daily. One of my favorite points in Scripture is that you wake up every day renewed in the Lord, because He's got plans for you. And you don't always know what they are, as I can attest to. But anyway, thank you very much.
Of course.
And again, check out on Instagram. The Instagram site is tpusa.umw. And do you have any other social media presence other than that?
That's it for now, and hopefully more to come.
All right, high five. Ooh, nice. That was a good high five. That's the good thing about sports, guys. They don't sort of hit you with this kind of weird wet fish high five. Anyway, Motley Patriot, thanks for dialing in, and we'll hopefully get some more videos on this. And you know what? Today and yesterday are equally important, and I'll tell you another thing. You know what? Better to light your candle on a hill than to curse the darkness. You know. Anyway, good words, brother. Thank you.